Hey guys, welcome back to Homtone. Today we're going to be talking about the many pizza functions on this beautiful pizza oven. With that said, let's get into it. So, the first thing I want to tell you is, above the knob here, we have the pizza section. We can call this the pizza zone from this point forward. So we have four options. We have wood-fired pizza, frozen pizza, New York pizza, and deep dish pizza. There's also another corresponding button that says expert mode pizza. And finally, we will also occasionally use these buttons at the bottom for the pizza functions. Everything else that surrounds the knob will not be related to the pizza functions, so we will not focus on those in this video. So here we will explain the functions in the single pizza mode. So in single pizza mode, we can use the wood fire, the frozen pizza, the New York style, and the deep dish pizza options. That's all four. Clear difference in single mode versus expert mode is single mode has guidelines. With that said, looking at wood-fired pizza, we can make adjustments to the time, even though the preset is 4 minutes. And if you notice, as I adjust that time, there's a number on the right side here. This corresponds with the inches of the pizza. So if I adjust the time a little longer, then it recommends this time for a 12-inch pizza. I can make the time shorter and bring it down to the size for a 7 or 6 inch or so on. Alright, now with that said, for the wood-fired pizza, there cannot be adjustments made to temperature, and it also will require preheat. That is because this is a very high temperature function to give you that very signature wood fire crust. Moving forward, the New York style pizza, we will skip one and move on to the New York style pizza. That one is very similar to the wood fired one in terms of the time can be adjusted. It has a default, but it can be adjusted. And again, it has recommendations based on the size of the pizza as well. You'll see it on the right side. So 12-inch, 10-inch, 7-inch, and so forth. It also requires a preheat, meaning it can also not adjust the temperature. So with this one, the temperature is locked in at 600 degrees. With the wood fire, it's locked in at 800 degrees. So the main difference between the two is the overall temperature and then the default times. But basically, it's the temperature of 600 versus 800 degrees. And it's locked in, so they'll both require a preheat before opening up the oven and putting in your pizza. Let's move forward to the frozen pizza. So we're going back one step. So we selected frozen pizza. With the frozen pizza function, we can adjust the time as much as we want. And we can also adjust the temperature. The maximum for the frozen pizza option is 500 degrees. A key difference with the frozen pizza is that it does not require a preheat. That's because the pizza is already frozen, so it'll just defrost as it's approaching, as the oven's still approaching cooking temperature. And then similarly, with the deep dish function, this is much like the frozen pizza one, but it has some difference in the default time and temperature. But it also has the flexibility to adjust your time as well as your temperature. And it also, much like the frozen pizza option, does not require a preheat. Here we will explain the many functions under the expert mode. So, don't let that scare you. Expert mode basically, in simple terms, means that you're just setting the oven to a preset temperature and the timer just goes on for a much longer time and you stop it based on your own feelings of watching the pizza. So this is more for experienced pizza makers. So single mode without using the expert mode, like so, would be for individual pizzas. Basically, it's using the timer and you're following the guidelines that are pre-programmed. So let's press the expert mode button. Now you'll see an indicator letting you know that you've entered expert mode. And if you don't want that, you can press it one more time to exit it. So under expert mode, the first thing we will notice a difference in is the 30-minute timer. And that will apply to all four pizza types. It cannot be changed because, again, this is based on your own experience. So you'll use the lamp and you'll take a look at your pizza inside and you'll stop it or continue as you see fit. So some key differences here are, for example, wood-fired mode. We cannot make adjustments to the temperature for wood-fired mode or New York style pizza mode because these are both presets and they both will still require preheat, much like the single pizza mode. Now, looking at the frozen pizza mode, again, we cannot make changes to the time because this is basically just a continuous cycle until you've stopped the machine yourself and again, you watch the pizza. But the temperature can be adjusted for frozen pizza mode. And finally, for the deep dish pizza mode under expert mode, again, the time cannot be adjusted because this is a continuous cycle. You stop it when you see that it is ready. But the temperature, much like the frozen pizza option, can be adjusted. It has a slightly different range. In conclusion, the main differences between single mode and expert mode is the level of control and customization available to the user. While single mode provides preset times and adjustable temperatures for certain pizza types, making it ideal for beginners, expert mode offers a fixed 30-minute cooking window with less flexibility, catering to more experienced users who can judge the cooking process without preset times. With that said, I would like to remind you that using wood-fired mode and New York pizza mode, whether in expert or single, both have preset temperatures that are non-adjustable and also still require preheating. While using frozen pizza and deep dish mode, these have adjustments available to the temperature and do not require preheat mode. But single mode is a bit more guided, it has more guidelines, and expert mode is continuous, so you can continue to make 3 pizzas in a row or so. I hope that's helpful. Thank you.